What's good? What's good, everybody? How y'all out there doing this Sunday evening? We're on the precipice of another beautiful week, I hope. So I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Mine has been busy, eventful. And so, yeah, we're going to kick this thing off like we always do and hopefully have a little fun this Sunday afternoon. If you haven't, if this is your first time tuning in, or if you're a regular, this is our Sunday edition of Real Talk for Real Men. We're doing Sundays, until we get to the fall. We know that we are in the dog days of summer. And so by switching over to Sunday, hopefully, we're accounting for the fact that people have a lot going on the weekends. So this is just our way of staying consistent, popping in, having a little conversation, checking in with one another. But in the fall we'll pop off, a new format. I've got some new things coming. So, this is just an opportunity for us to stay connected, especially with what's going on here on the precipice of a pandemic. So welcome to another edition of Real Talk for Real Men. So let's bring in, our co-host first and foremost, Miss Tasha McMack. What's going on, McMack?
What's going on, Black? How are you?
Oh, I'm here, baby. I'm here on a Sunday. So, a little behind, so,
Mhm.
kind of getting things together. You know how it is, beginning a new week. So yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you as always for being here. So we're
Mhm.
gonna do what we do. See, we
Mhm.
got Mr. Kenny, my brother, as a guest as well. What's going on, brother Kenny?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you all
Oh man,
doing?
doing pretty
Okay.
good. How you doing
Good.
doing today, my brother?
I'm good. Good.
All
Easy
right.
Sunday. Easy like Sunday morning, like the
Yes.
like the Commodores.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you for being here. So I'll give you guys full disclosure on a couple of things. I am not as prepared as I normally would be. I just got off a duo call with family. That was a good thing. We connect with my mom, every 2 weeks. And my mom will be 86 years old next
Wow.
month. So, it's a blessing. Got all
What
the
a blessing.
faculties,
Yeah.
absolutely fussing and
Mhm.
everything else. And so I'm running a little behind, but I also had to work this weekend and I had some other stuff going on. I'm in the middle of moving. So, full disclosure, I am not as fully loaded as I normally would be. It's been a busy weekend. I typically don't work weekends, but hey, we're going to have a little fun, even if it's just the three of us. This is a way to just stay connected. So, if as I'm talking, you guys see my blue tongue, I was eating uh, my airheads. So
Your earhead. Your
don't let that
earheads.
don't
Okay.
let that throw anybody off.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
You
one of my
you know
close
you know
friends.
my mind was somewhere else when you said you were eating
Hey,
airheads.
you know, yeah, I wasn't eating the leprechaun, you know,
Smurf.
or something like that. I was actually eating candy, just so you know.
Right. Okay.
So absolutely. So hey, thank you guys for being here. Anybody watching in the audience, participate. Even if you don't want to come
Mhm.
on camera, we're gonna have a little fun today. So I thought it would be cool if basically we played, on Sundays and weekends, we play a little game. We got my sister Sherry popping in. What's up, sis?
Hey everybody.
Hey,
All
what's
Hey,
up,
right, all
Sherry?
Sherry.
right. What's going on? So, welcome, sis. How you doing this Sunday afternoon? We just saw each other on Duo. How's it going?
I'm great.
There you go. There you go. So we're gonna play a little game today, and I'm calling it to tell the truth. Now,
Mhm.
initially, I was going to call it, Tasha, what was it going to be? Drinking
Truth or drink?
truth and
Truth or
toast
drink?
or something.
Mhm.
But I don't plan on getting lit because I got pretty lit yesterday. So I am going to be
Oh,
drinking
okay.
a light beer. Yeah, I had an event
Okay.
yesterday after working. Tasha knows this. And
Mhm.
when I got where I was going, all I wanted to do was drink. So I drank and I drank. Yes, I did.
You drying out today? Is that what you're
I
saying?
am drying out today, very
Okay.
much so. So, and I thought it would be unfair. That's why I changed the title. If I was going to ask you guys to be drinking and I wasn't going to be fully invested in it with you. So,
Well,
you know,
I'm fully invested, so we good to go.
that's, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Marlon, my brother, you already know. Appreciate you popping in. Yeah, I look. I started with gin and progressed to rum yesterday, and then
Ooh.
ended up with whiskey. So
Ooh.
Yeah, you know better.
I
You
know,
Yeah.
I know better.
Yeah,
I
man.
should have
Yeah.
known better.
Yeah.
So I'm moving slow, but I'm getting into it. And Marlon and talking about get lit. This is a young. He's a young cat. He can handle that. Marlon, this is all I can do today, my brother. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Yes, sir. Mom said, "Can't." I'll show you his comments. Can't wait for you to move into the city to walk and get lit. Exactly. Hopefully, in another 3 weeks or so, I will be in a situation where I can drink and stumble back to my door.
Already.
Marlon, appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. So I'm gonna throw a few questions out there. McMac, I don't know if you've looked up any. You're more than welcome to pop some in here as well. It'll be random, so I'll throw some random questions in here. This is another way for us to just have a little fun and get to know each other. My first question, this going to be no order. I've got questions that are PG-13, even some R-rated if I decide to mix it in there, but I am going to try to refrain from those, being that it's Sunday and it's early, just so you know. So I do want to keep it nice and
It's after church, so I think you're all right.
well, I'm just saying, I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to keep it. I don't want to. I don't want to go too deep. But one that I thought was interesting is that what's the first thing you would do if you woke up one day and you were the opposite sex? What would you do? What would be the first thing you would do if you woke up and all of a sudden you were the opposite sex?
Mm.
I would have a
and
full day.
and
I can
try
tell
to
you that.
try to keep it as PG as you can, as much as you look. Be real about it though.
Oh, I know what I would do.
What would you do?
I would get all the free meals that I could get out of dude. I would go on so many doggone dates with free meals and have them drop me off at the house, give them a church hug, and that's a wrap.
Wow, I wasn't thinking about it like that. Uh, DJ, I'm gonna post your answer in a minute because you thinking like me, and he already started. Yeah,
Hmm.
DJ's already started.
DJ need to come on the show.
DJ need to come on. Look, I ain't gonna keep y'all in suspense. DJ says he would rub on his titties. DJ, I'm with you.
That
I'm with I'm with DJ because if I woke up and I was the opposite sex, I get all the head I can get if I can know what it's about.
Yep.
Wow,
That's what I would do.
wow.
After doing some self-exploration, then that's what I would do. And then I certainly would. I'd be trying to look to get something because I want to know what it's like from the other side. I would want to know. So
Wow. Welcome, Candace. How you doing, sweetheart?
Good. It's been a long week.
You
Yes,
look like
yes,
you slow
yes.
boogieing it too, cuz.
Yeah.
You all right?
I don't have on no makeup, no nothing. I was like, let me get on here to have
Well,
some
we
fun.
appreciate you. There you go. This is all in good fun, folks. This is all in good
Nose
fun.
and Candace still look pretty, but I'm looking forward to Candace's answer. Come on,
I got an
Candace.
answer. I play with myself. First thing, I want to see why y'all like it so much.
Damn. Everybody's thinking the same thing.
Am I the only Christian on this
Thank
panel?
you.
I'm the only Christian on this panel right now. Wow.
That's why I was going to try to hold it in, but I think that's crazy that we're all thinking the same way. But yeah, my sister has very specific reasons. But yeah, I would actually self-explore. To your point, Sherry, I would want to know what that's all about. What does it feel like, and take my time, and I probably wouldn't get out of bed.
That's crazy.
Just saying. So very interesting. This is going to tell a lot about people. Now, this one is a random one. And just I thought this was interesting. You know, do you guys hold full conversations while you're on the toilet taking a dump?
No,
No, I don't.
You talk?
no.
Wait. You mean like you're talking to someone on the phone while you?
Right, right.
No,
Holding
no.
full conversations while you taking a dump.
I
Oh, on
do
the
that.
phone.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
have.
thought you.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I do it.
Mhm.
I
If
thought
they
you were saying have a
if they
conversation
call
with
me,
yourself.
yeah, if they call me, because most of the time I'm on my phone. You know, while I'm doing, taking a dump. I got my phone with me, so if somebody call, I'm like, yo, what up?
I know I do. And
Yeah, I do.
Sherry, Tasha, and Candace, is this just a man thing?
No, I do too. And I work. I'll take my work laptop in there and work. And yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I will if I have to pee, but not anything else. That is my private time. I don't want nobody else in there with me. No, I'll hang up.
Yeah,
I'll call you back. I'll talk to you later.
but you're on the phone. How's somebody gonna know?
No, that's a distraction. That's why I need to focus on what I'm doing so I can get in and get out.
This is truly toilet humor. So Tasha, you live alone.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do you close your bathroom door, or you go with your?
No, I close
I
the bathroom door.
I knew she was gonna say that. Oh my God! I don't close no doors. I hold full conversations. To Marlon's point, Marlon say, "Mess around and be on the toilet for an hour." My toilet time, Tasha, as you say, is your private time. Oh my God, that's the
Mm-hmm.
I do most of my reading on the toilet. I'm be on the
Mm-hmm.
toilet for an hour, reading in TikTok videos on my phone, holding full conversations.
I agree.
That's the best time.
I
You know,
lose all the
Mm-mm.
feeling in my leg. I don't.
me too.
My legs and went to sleep. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna get up off this thing.
No.
I be in there so long. So yeah. Hey man, that's my private time. I love being on the toilet.
I'm glad to hear the other ways. Tasha knows when I was picking my new apartment, one of the features was the bathroom, not just the tub. I need to know about the shitter. Am I going to be comfortable on the shitter? Do I got enough room to spread out and spread my legs? And because I'm going to be in there for quite a while, that is extremely important to me. Marlon says, when in school and undergrad, I did some of my best studying on the toilet. I don't know
Why
if this is
do y'all want to be in there for so long smelling shit? I don't
No,
understand.
you got your little spray in there.
That don't
Yeah.
cover it up that much. You in there, you got a job to do. Get in, get out. It's like a bank robbery. Get in, get out. That's it.
It's
Hey.
coming from my insides anyway. So
That's
hey,
what I say. Plus,
hey,
I got matches. I'm old school. I
yeah,
got the spray disinfectant and I got the big matches
yeah.
that your mama and grandmama taught you about. So you
Yeah.
strike a couple of matches in that joint,
Just
and
like Pop,
after a while,
right?
you're immune to it.
Just like Pop said on Friday, don't nobody come in here for 45
Right.
minutes.
And even when I worked in an office, I pre-planned my toilet visits. I worked in 2 good toilet breaks into my day, and that meant at minimum 30 minutes. I knew I was going to be gone,
Yeah.
and I always like to use the handicap stalls because you have a lot more room to spread out in there.
Great
Hell,
minds think alike. I did the same thing.
hey, you know what I'm saying? So
I don't like doing no number two in no public bathroom.
I don't
have
either.
Nope.
No, that's when you put paper towel down. You put paper towel on your butt
I
cheek.
can't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I do it. I mean, if sometimes you gotta go, you gotta
if
go.
you, I was
Oh
literally
yeah,
about to say, when you got to go, you got to
you
go.
gotta go, you gotta go. So it is what it
That was the
is.
most embarrassing thing for me. I went with my husband and he had to do number two. We went in the Burlington and he went in there and I'm standing there waiting for him. And then I started realizing all these people, he coming out to my, oh my God, woo, this and that. And I started walking away because I don't want to be embarrassed. No.
I don't care. When you got I go to my Kroger's in my neighborhood. I've used that bathroom many times.
Yeah.
When you gotta go, you got to go. I ain't holding it.
Hey, yeah. Yep.
And
So
then he come out with a cheesy smile on him. And I said, you ain't seen them people saying you stink? And I don't care. He started looking. I started walking away from him because I didn't know.
hey, Tony, keep doing you, brother. That it'll kill you to hold inside.
For real,
I'm telling
man.
you.
You don't want to clean that mess up.
Here's another question interesting for you guys. What is the worst date you have ever had? While y'all think, I'm gonna tell you mine. I've had quite a few. I've had quite a few, but okay. So here's one of my good ones. I met somebody off of a date line, a talk line kind of thing. Um, Now this wasn't like the current ones on the app. This is literally a number where you can leave your information. So I have been talking to this chick for I'd say about a week and a half or two or whatever. Now and I start kind of losing interest, if we're not going to meet within the first day or two. So we had some good conversations. This one particular night, a boxing match was coming on. She says, "Well, hey, I'd like to watch the fight too. Come through and scoop me up." Like that. Okay, finally we get ready to meet. Let's get this thing cracking. And I have a reputation at this stage that if I get them into my doors, it's pretty much a done deal. So I drive clear across town. I get to the door, and a guy answers the door. So I kind of get a little nervous, like, oh my God, I hope I ain't stepped into the wrong situation. I ask for the young lady, and he just kind of looks me up and down, and okay. He says, "Well, come on in." My dumb ass went in, and anyway, get in, and then he looked me down, so we standing there kind of awkward when I asked for the young lady again. He says, "Well, it's me." And I'm kind of right, I'm kind of like, confused or whatever. Then he does the voice. So he and I have been talking for close to 2 weeks. Look at Kenny's face.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, so
ah.
yeah, you want to talk about an awkward moment in that moment, like all I could do was just get out of there,
Yo, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I got others. I truly got
Oh,
others.
oh, mm,
So that's the
mm,
closest. So that's the closest I've come to being in that situation. But
mm,
yeah, I called them like, oh damn, yeah,
mm.
that was, and I called it a date because
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
was headed out there for a date,
Mm.
and it was the beginning of a date situation. So absolutely. Anybody else? What's your worst date story?
Well, I'll go. I met the guy. I was at TG Fridays with a white girlfriend of mine. And so he's looking at our table. And so he comes over. She's thinking he's about to talk to her. I don't know why, seeing that I'm the black girl at the table. But, anyways, I digress from that. But, anyways, he tries to talk to me. We exchange numbers. We go out. We go to this place in Addison called Jake's, Addison, Texas. This was in Texas.
Okay.
And it was going well. He told me when it started to go left, he started talking about how he was in the industry and he's headed back to LA, but he's wanting to meet somebody, and he had to talk to me. So I told him about a little bit about myself. I had just got out of a relationship, and he was like, "Oh, you must have been in love with that nigga. You was fucking him raw." Excuse my language. I was like, I said, what? Like, what? Like out of nowhere. And so at this moment, I'm just thinking, like, oh my God. Then he starts to explain how he wants a friend with benefits because the last girl he got with burnt him. And now he's looking to find somebody else. So what I did was I excused myself, I paid for my drink, and I left. Like I was over it after that. But that was my worst day. Like the whole effing somebody raw nowhere. He got burnt.
Wow.
Wow. I don't have any bad date stories like that. I don't have. I can't say I have. I haven't had a bad
Wow.
date.
Okay.
Really,
Okay.
I haven't.
All right. Okay. Interesting. Tasha, Sherry, any bad date stories?
I know I can say the same thing. I was sitting here thinking, I've never just had just a bad
Yeah.
date.
Yeah, the one that I've had one where it just didn't. The chemistry wasn't there, but it wasn't bad. I just haven't had one that was just like crazy, nothing like that.
I was on a double date with me and my friend Mona, and we had went to a movies with two friends, and they started whispering in there talking about where they was gonna go, sleep with us at. I caught her, my ear caught it. I said, okay, well, let me give me some money. Let me go get, popcorn and stuff. And I'm telling her, well, come on, don't you want popcorn too? And she's sitting there, no, you want popcorn. So when I got down to the concession stand, I told her, I'm not going back in there. They could thinking that they going somewhere to sleep with us. And I'm not sleeping with them. And she was like, for real? I said, I heard them. And basically, I told her I'm out. Well, the movie was getting over, and they started coming out. Well, I started hiding and walking behind other people, like I'm being honest with you, fat people, so they won't see me, and I skated out. So when we went to the little club the next weekend, we saw the same guys, and they was asking what happened, whatever. And I told them, well, who you talking about? And they was like, oh, ain't you? I said, no, that must have been my twin sister. I got a twin sister named Kate. I said, "Oh, for real?" And I was like, yeah. Well, I act like I ain't know.
Smart, smart that you got out of it. Actually smart. Actually smart. I'll tell y'all one other quick one. Me and my boy. The DJ says. So after the popcorn, did y'all smash?
No, I ain't seen
DJ
me no
man,
more.
DJ, you always starting something.
I'm telling you.
No, and then after the popcorn, shoot, the popcorn was going out the door. Me, I was behind a fat person walking behind them so they couldn't see me. And I got up out of it and was out.
Oh man.
My other little quick one. Me and my boy and D, who y'all know from the show.
Mhm.
D came up to visit and brought a chick with her. For all of us we was all hanging out. Now the girl she bought, she was a white girl. She was bad too. She was bad. I wanted her. My boy wanted her, and D is down with us. So the plan was to set it up to one of us to whoever could get her, that kind of deal. We go out, and this is the whole night. We go to the club first. And kick it. We pay for everything. I'm talking about the drinks, chicken, the hot wings at the club. The setup, everything. Had a pretty good night. We leaving, and then we want to get some breakfast. So we stop at Denny's. We go into Denny's. And things are going pretty good at this stage. You know, my boy was more or less, she was more towards him. So okay, my role at that point as the wingman is just keep the fun going, because the way we do business back then is once them drawers come off, I still got a chance to slide in, even though she's choosing him first too. you know so this is how we operate. So we go, so I still got to keep it going during the meal. And mind you, this is like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. She started talking ratchet about how she used to guys paying for everything for her, this and that, and she's never had to pay. We do a little back and forth, but in our mind, we're gonna let her get away with that, because again, she's still coming back to my place. So okay, we'll take it out on you on the back end. We get into the vehicle. me and my boy, we have this
Pun
simpatico
intended.
thing. Right,
Right,
exactly.
right. No,
You
no
know,
pun intended. Yes.
and me and my boy have this simpatico. It's not planned. We've never planned anything. We just looking across the table. We know what, let it go, blah, blah, blah. We get back into the truck. Me and him is in the front, they in the back. And for no reason, she just starts still talking ratchet about how she deserved to be treated this way and everything. At this point, it was getting on my nerves. So I looked around in the back and I said, sweetheart, if I was you, I would be quiet. We get it. So she starts telling me that, she don't have to be quiet and this and that, blah, blah. And I said, sweetheart, trust me, you really need to leave this subject alone. You're going to get your ass put out. D tells her that he's not playing. You need to tone it down, blah, blah, blah. She kept talking. My boy pulls over. We on the highway. pulls over on the highway. At this point, D is begging, please, y'all don't do this. Please, y'all don't do this. He walks around to the side of the car where she's at, drug her monkey ass and slung her on the side, closed the door, and we took off. D was screaming and hollering, please don't leave her. Please don't leave her. We drove all the way home, got undressed. D sat there, slow as good. Said, I can't believe y'all did it to her. Put her monkey ass out on the highway.
Man, that's cold. That's cold.
It had to be. It had to be.
She
Sometimes it
sounds-
has to be done.
She sounds like my friend that wondered why the black guy was trying to talk to me.
Okay, gotcha.
It had to. This one, it had to be done. I trust and believe it had to be done. So I've had all kind of stories. Let me go to the next one. I thought this was interesting. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. The question is, what do you wear when you're hoping to go home with someone? So I want to tweak it so I want to tweak it a little bit. Do you, in a sense of, do you have a certain routine that you go through when you trying to hook up? You know, and I'm asking that because I know I have what's called the Superman routine that I do. So I want to know from you ladies, so you can answer straight like that if you wanted to. What do you wear when you're hoping to hook up with someone? Or as a woman, is there a certain outfit routine you go through? Tasha's laughing.
I definitely want to hear this because
That's why I wanted to tweak it, Kenny, because I never thought about asking women this.
Right.
I've had women friends all the time. Do y'all have a certain outfit or routine that y'all go through where y'all think, I know I'm the shit and he can't resist me, or I'm gonna get it on? Does that happen with women, or is this just a man thing?
Yeah, that happens with women.
Okay.
If I'm looking and I'm saying, shit, I'm getting some tonight. You always make sure. First of all, you make sure your hygiene is on point. I do that anyway, but you make sure your hygiene is on point. You gotta have on matching bras and panties, or whatever, and you got your little sprays or whatever. And when you get to where you about to get it on, you go in the bathroom and you freshen all the way up, and you get your sprays in behind your ears, behind your legs, and spray. And what my mother call it the butt spray.
Okay.
Because when you flop down or you sit down, you're gonna be smelling good, so a nigga be like, oh, ooh, that type of stuff. So yeah, we go through routines.
So you spray on your butt?
I spray on my panties. I don't want to spray on my skin because you'll be itching. You fucking around and be itching up in there.
Well, for me, it's similar to Sherry, but I usually will wear a dress, but I don't wear no underwear, so no bra, no panties, and I wear. I can wear dress. I don't have big boobs, so I can go braless if I want to.
No, I'm saying Candace because my daughter does that, and you just, oh my God, go ahead. I'm letting you finish.
So I have my dress, and it's usually low cut. But as for hygiene, I do my sprays. But I have thick thighs, so I do put a little deodorant on my thighs so they can move smoothly. But yeah, it's the same thing. Bikini wax and then stiletto heels. That's what I do. Stilettos in my dress.
Carlos, my brother. That's why I
That's a damn good question.
It is fascinating. I'm waiting on you, Tasha.
Okay, well, I'm just a hoe, but I always assume that I'm gonna be screwing. So if I'm going out, I'm just assume I'm gonna sleep with somebody. I just assume that I would just assume that. So I would already go out with that intention. Now, if you go back to that, now this is the other thing too, because you keep a couple things into mind. Now I haven't done this in a long time, but when I was going out. If I went back to that person's house, then of course, I have my shower routine there, but I'm already shaved and everything, so I'm good. But if we're just gonna get it on in the car, then before you walk out of wherever you at, you better freshen up. But I ain't done that in a long time. I'm 32 years old. I ain't done that in a long time. I promise. I ain't done that in a long time. But I just always went out with that thinking like I'm more than likely I'm gonna hook up with somebody. So That's just
Tasha is a
the whole
freak.
Brother, can I ask you
Tasha is a
sorry.
freak. Tasha
Fascinating.
is. Ta- Hey, don't be sorry. No, hey, no, your apology accepted.
I've been knowing her for
Okay.
years, and I've never even thought to ask that. And when I saw it, I was like, "What? That is fascinating.
Mm.
That's fascinating." Kenny, what's your routine, my brother?
Man, I don't think dudes had no damn. I don't.
I do. I do.
I really don't. I mean, I just, as long as I got some cologne, I mean, real talk, I I just spray on my best cologne, and that's it.
Okay. So you never had like an outfit where you knew that okay, I know I'm looking good in this.
Nah, I ain't never had one just be. I mean, if I felt, my swag, if I had on a nice little ensemble, yeah, but I
Okay.
wasn't going to think like, oh, I know I'm gonna take somebody's daughters home with this. I never really thought like that. As long as I smell good, I figure if I rub up against somebody, they'll notice.
Go ahead, player. Go ahead, player. Hey man, that's your player. I didn't have that kind of confidence, Kitty. Hey man, that's your
Hey,
DJ say
you
turn
can't
up.
you can't get in the game unless you play, so you got to figure out
I
how to play.
I hear you, my brother. I can't lie. Then I can't lie. I actually had certain outfits. I knew that if I put this on, I was going to get that attention that night, and my opportunities was going to increase exponentially. I had certain outfits where I just knew, but the thing of it is you can't wear that all the time. You got to put it in your rotation. But
Right.
I knew that if I put this certain thing on, I'm feeling myself here. And I knew when I walked in, they was going to be feeling me. And then as far as my routine, I always called it the Superman routine. When you think about the old Superman, Christopher Reeves, the old Superman, George Reeves, I'm sorry, not Christopher Reeves, this before people's time, where back in the day when Superman was turning Superman, he goes into a phone booth and comes out in the Superman outfit, So I call it the Superman routine. If I'm chilling at home and the opportunity is about to hit, bam, I go into full Superman mode. Shower comes on, candles get lit, spray all around the apartment, quick vacuum. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jumping in the shower, like you said, hitting all the spots. That's when you put on your good underwear. If I'm just lounging around at the house, I got on holy drawers and loose shorts, everything. But there was a routine, and it was all happening within 20. I could do all this in 20 minutes. I'm talking about I'm moving. By the time I'm done, everything is right. I'm talking about lighting is where it needs to be. The music is where it needs to be. I got on something smell, and then my oils or cologne is all in place. And believe it or not, I put my oils in between my musty legs because I know her head was gonna be down there. So I was trying to make sure she had something pleasant to smell as well.
but question though, Black. But what about going out though? Was there, like, if you was gonna go out to the spot with the fellas? What about that? Was there certain outfit or was there certain things?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's why I
And
said
his
there was
oil. That's significant oil. Do you want me to tell the name of it?
no.
Okay.
Do not. I have it. Tasha knows this. I'm an all man. Right
Yeah,
now I probably have about
ours is the joint. Yeah, ours is
that's
that'll do it.
fellas,
Yeah.
if you ain't up on
One
oil,
oil
there's
that
one
he wears.
oil, and
Mhm.
it has never failed me. When I don't like to tell the name because that's my joint, So when men like what you got on, you have to lie like, oh man, I don't even know,
You like, this me. It's just me.
That's
That's what you
that's
tell them.
my
Yeah.
sin.
Yeah.
There is one all Kenny that I don't know what it is. When I put this joint on, I can go to the grocery store and somebody gonna excuse me. I'm sorry. What is that you have on? There's an oil. There's an oil for that. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Them all so hard.
There's an oil for that. DJ says I wanted every interaction and wear some briefs so my print shows. Tap your
Tap your
nuts.
nuts with some cologne.
Wow.
This dude right here.
But I get it, my brother.
I ain't mad at you, player. I hear you.
I get
I
it.
got
So
Wait, brother. Let me ask Candace this before you go on. Because
Go ahead.
Candace said because my daughter did that. Because she's wanted to drink. She went out with her friends and she said she's not gonna drive, so she want to drink this night. Okay. So then they come in, they wake me up first and fuck more. Then they gonna come talking about they slinging her in jail on both sides. So I get her in her room and I'm taking off her dress to put on her night something for her to sleep in, and she ain't got no panties on. And so the next day I had to ask her what the hell is going on. I put the pajamas on, laid her down, and whatever her friends left. So I asked her, well, why you didn't have no panties on? Because I'm disgusted at this time now. And she goes to my room, Mommy, you don't wear no panties with these type of, them tight fitting dresses and whatever, because you can see the print. So Candace, I heard Candace, you mean to tell me she came in and I changed her clothes and she probably got something? Listen. And then had the nerve enough to wake up and gonna tell me, I'm asking her all this. I'm concerned about why you ain't got no panties on. And she gonna tell me, Mommy, oh, you did that and you didn't even wrap my hair. You concerned about some hair and you had no panties on?
You gonna catch a cold.
So obviously,
it doesn't mean you're doing something each time. Like I literally don't wear underwear at all. So that's just me. Some people are like that.
Because she said to me that the dresses, she comes to my Mommy, that's what models do. You don't know they don't wear underwear.
Yeah. The dresses, you don't want anything to show because sometimes you can even see the thong print.
Yeah.
So you just don't wear it.
Well, there you go. Sis, you're going to have to investigate more fashion with her on that. It's clearly happening. So let me ask another question, everybody. Have you ever had a secret relationship?
A secret relationship?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever had a secret relationship?
Why?
I wouldn't call it I would say a situationship.
Go sit in the bedroom. No.
Before you get to that, Candace, I'm sure this was meant for you. Your DM's got to be popping, baby. Just so you know, DJ, you ain't lying. You are not lying. So just so you know. Angela said a conversationship. Angela, what is a conversationship? But Kenny, you was about to
put it
say
on the plate and give her some.
Kenny, you was about to say you wouldn't call it. Okay,
I would just call it a situationship. Somebody you get together and you hook up, but it's not a relationship.
But it was a secret.
It was our secret between me and that person. We wasn't talking about it to nobody.
Oh, but I want to make sure. So I get discretion, but was it in any way that it should? And when I say a secret, like was it? Were you purposely keeping people out of it? Not just because you're being discreet. Was there a reason to keep it secret and keep it just between y'all two?
For me, yeah, it was.
Okay.
For me, yeah, it was because this one, I ain't, did nobody need to know about this one.
Okay, can you say why?
Because I ain't want nobody to know about this one.
He good, Kenny good. He's avoiding. He good.
No, I did. Nobody need to know about this one because a lot of people knew about this person.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha. Okay. Now, before anybody else go, Angela said a conversationship. She says nothing physical, strictly conversation, but very deep conversation. Oh, Angela, that's kind of interesting.
I've had one of those too. I've had one of them as well. It went no further than conversation. It was just we would.
And she's telling why.
Intellectual.
And she's telling why. Their significant others were both insecure. That's
yeah, that's a little different.
So
right
you know
there.
what's the question then. So Angela, I gotta put that. Is that cheating?
Right.
Is that cheating?
Yeah, exactly. That's emotional cheating.
That's what it sounds like.
That
DJ,
Angela.
I didn't, DJ. I didn't. I'm good, brother. Appreciate you.
Angela, that's why she said she don't know. That's why I'm asking the question. If your significant other didn't know, and deep conversation, nothing physically happened, but I'm just asking the question: is that cheating?
Yeah.
I think it's emotionally cheating. Yes, definitely. Me personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
There. What you say, Sherry and Tasha? Is that cheating?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
cheating.
you. Because clearly you can't tell your significant other about them conversations, so you hiding, so it's cheating.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, she
Oh.
making this more spicy. Angela said it was beneficial to both of our significant others.
Oh. Wait a
I
what?
think I know
Whoa,
what she
whoa.
mean. I think I know
Oh,
what she
wait.
mean
Oh,
too.
hold up,
It
Angela.
made the sex spicier. Like,
That's what I'm getting from this. That's what I'm getting from this.
So I wonder, is this kind of like some swinging type kind of stuff, maybe? Angela?
Angela, he asking the question, baby. But
Could it?
if I'm understanding you correct, y'all having this conversation. She said no
Oh,
swinging. So
okay.
it wasn't
No
no swinging
swingers. Okay.
situation.
she
I'm
she got so hot over the other person that when she got back to the significant other, she was warmed up. I feel like
Ah.
that's how I'm taking it.
So they
Right.
so they both were so sound like to me they were more sexually compatible than they were with their significant others, but they helped each other with their significant others. Is that what it is?
That's what she's saying. We both
We
helped
both
each
helped
other
each other.
fix situations.
Wow, that's
I don't even.
crazy.
That's
For
deep.
me, I don't even think that
That's
it could
deep.
be
Crazy.
being sexually compatible. You know, sometimes in a long relationship, you just get tired of somebody, and then this might make you more interested again.
Okay,
She
nothing
said
sexual.
nothing sexual.
Okay.
That's interesting.
It's
Wow.
interesting, but again, to DJ's point, that's definitely cheating. Talking to another person about your spouse is wrong. So that is a point of view that I still consider a form of cheating. I
I do too.
judging.
I
ain't
have a
judging.
question to Angela. Before, did she speak with her spouse about the issues before going to this other person? Did she have that conversation with her spouse first? I would like to know that.
Angela, they raising all some good questions there. But again, we kind of veered off because you opened up that door with your interesting situation, DJ ain't missing a beat.
That's what I was
DJ ain't
thinking
missing a
too.
beat.
I was like, is that him?
Dang,
He ain't missing a beat.
dang, DJ, you own it, bro.
DJ ain't missing a beat. I wasn't gonna say nothing, DJ.
She said
You
yes.
know?
She said yes. I had multiple conversations. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Fantastic. All right. I
all
like
right.
it. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
That was a nice little door to walk through.
Yeah.
Anybody else have you ever had a secret relationship?
I did.
Okay. Details. Give me some details, baby.
I
Well,
did because he was a friend of my dad's, and I had no business doing that. I was
Hold on.
Oh my.
How old were you and how old was he?
I was 19. He was 45.
Oh God. Damn.
Mac.
Ooh.
I had no business doing that, but yep.
He had no business doing
How in the hell?
How in the
hell did this happen? I gotta hear this. How in the hell did this happen?
This chick I used to run with, she always was meeting someone new. This was like the beginning of this was like when MySpace was still really big. And this guy that she knew was a police officer. And she was like, hey, come out with me. I'm meeting him. He's going to bring a friend with him. I'm like, okay. So I'm 19. I'm not even old enough to be drinking and going anywhere. So I went with them. We went in Midtown to a bar, the Blue Monkey. And I met him there, and we proceeded to carry on a little bit for a little while. But come to find out, he was also a police officer. He knew my dad very well. And it just, as quickly as it began, it fizzled out as well because he had other stuff going on. But yeah, that's
Okay. Now this is me being messy. How many times before it fizzled out?
it was over the course of a month. So
Okay.
it was over the course of a month. So
I got you.
Okay.
it was a few.
Those happen. Those happen. It happens. Wow. Woo. Wow.
And
That's deep.
to this day, I got to end it here. To this day, is that a secret that did your dad ever find it out? Ever come up?
No, like I had to deny that, but this is how me and my friend Gina became friends. Remember, it's that guy.
Oh, okay. I never knew that.
Yeah,
You learned.
that's how she and I became so close because I walked into her house and there was a picture of him, and I'm like, oh, you know him, and yeah, that's how it went.
Gotcha. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
My one, I would say, true secret relationship. I was young, 17 years old. But the circumstances were such that I wasn't a Jehovah's Witness at the time, and I had just moved down south, and my family, who's Jehovah's Witness, I was staying with, one of my sister and brother-in-law's best friends, they were a Jehovah's Witness family. My sister's best friend, her sister came down, was visiting for the summer like me. I was 17, she was 26. And she was a baptized Jehovah's Witness. I wasn't. I was a New York sinner. I was a player from the Himalayas back then. So we hit it off. She was told to stay away from me because, back then the organization was really, really strict, way so much more so than they are now, in terms of I was considered to be worldly. So really, she wasn't supposed to be socializing with me at all. I wasn't in the faith. And obviously I was out there doing my thing or whatever. Well, we hit it off and we got it in quite often, behind quite a few backs. So that made it real nice and spicy. Every bit of that. And I would tell you something. That woman taught a young man a few things.
And you were how old? You were how old?
I was 17.
How old was she?
26. That was my first real adult relationship. I had been with older women, but it was one-offs. It was one-off situations. But this was long-term over the summer. So much so that when the summer ended, originally I was supposed to be going to New York just for the summer. That literally is what got me hooked on the South.
That would have hooked me too.
You know what I'm saying?
17.
That
would have hooked me
I'm
too.
laying back in my sister and brother-in-law's bed while they're at work, feeling like a king. I was a 17-year-old king. You know what I'm saying? And say I was laying left home. I did the laundry, so I could.
You were doing more than laundry, sound like.
Right, but that's how they didn't never find out. So Angela scored. No, Angela, she wasn't a better. I was 17, baby.
Technically, that could have been considered statutory rape. Legally.
In the South, I wonder in Arkansas what would be considered the age of consent at that time. Would it have been 16 or 18?
I'm not sure at that time. I don't know. Every state is kind of different. I want to say it probably was 17 though, maybe 16 or 17.
You might be right, Angela, but if she was a pedophile, I sure fell for I fell for, and then I've been molested at 7. So
it's 16 in Arkansas. Okay.
So technically,
how many of these old women that you was dealing with? Because the one that Mama had to tell off, I don't understand.
At that time, sis, I was into she got me into older women, because again, she taught me a few things, And I never looked at it that way. What's up, Kitty?
I just want to ask you: is this where you got the term "nasty, filthy, no goods"? Is this
Oh
where this
God,
came
no.
from when you
Oh
was
God, no.
17?
Oh God, no.
That was later on.
Oh
Okay,
my God, yeah.
I just okay.
After I had been to quite a few wars and discovered, at that point, just how nasty and filthy they was. I'm telling you. So that came
That
months.
came later on. Okay, gotcha.
Honestly,
Okay.
this was I became a witness. I was a minister. I was all I was. It was just when I came down from the clouds and I realized what was out there. That's when one day it hit me. These are some nasty, filthy, no goods out here. that came in my 30s, Kenny.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All
Woo,
right,
okay.
I got another question for you guys. This one is interesting. I think more. I hope pertains more to women, but I don't know. Did you ever break up with someone just before a public holiday so you didn't have to buy them a gift, or have a guy do it to you?
Nah. I ain't never did that. Nope.
No, nobody.
Nah, I didn't. Mm-mm.
I have.
Somehow I knew you probably did.
Yeah, look, I already wasn't a fan of Christmas, and but the one that more often where I would create discord to get out of was Valentine's Day.
Nah, I can see
I
that.
despise Valentine's Day. The idea that you got to be running all across town looking for flowers and candy and shit like that always kind of pissed me off. So whenever humanly possible, I would try to spark some kind of discord and argument. I don't got to break up with you, but just mess with you just enough that's why I didn't buy your ass nothing for Valentine's Day.
You know what's funny? I never really had to deal with that. But my ex-wife, because we were together so long, so that's the only time I dealt with it. Before her, hell, I was in and out before damn Valentine's Day came around anyway. we were done. We never made it to goddamn Valentine's Day. Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Wow.
Halloween. We didn't make it that far any damn way. So I ain't never really had to deal with it, but with my ex-wife. So no.
Wow.
But I don't, Kenny, I don't even like flowers.
Okay.
My husband don't give me flowers because I feel like when a man is giving you flowers, they guilty or something. Because when he come bring me some flowers and he's supposed to be there and he wasn't there, and some teddy bear, I tore the arms off the teddy bear, bopped him across his head, beat him with the flowers, and I don't want the flowers. Don't give me no flowers.
You associate flowers with he's done something wrong.
Bro.
Yes.
Very
well, yeah.
Y'all,
That's crazy. Okay.
Y'all can see me and my sister, we come from spring from birth from a strange tree. Because I is look at the question mark. Yeah. We both spring from the same weird tree. Now this one is an interesting one. It's an introspective question. What's the one thing you dislike about yourself? What's the one thing you dislike about yourself?
We ain't even got that kind of time.
Whoa.
I'm already on the couch.
This might turn into a therapy session.
And while y'all thinking, DJ says a lot of women don't like flowers.
Well,
this generation of women just want likes and money. And I agree with you.
I agree with that, DJ.
I like flowers and edible
Really?
arrangements and chocolates.
Really?
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. Do you find that you're kind of an anomaly, or even friends Candace still like flowers?
Friends I know still like flowers and edible arrangements. So
Okay. That's news. I just never see it happening anymore. Now, again, on Valentine's Day, but I feel like that's because people are forced to do it.
Obligated.
That's the one day.
Obligated to do it. Yeah.
So am I wrong, Kenny? That's
you're right.
one day where I see people, and they don't look happy doing it. I
agree.
stressed.
It feels like an obligation.
Brittany, she's answered it while y'all thinking. The one thing she don't like about herself, she says, I'm too quick to trust people. A bit naive, I guess.
I wish
Interesting.
for myself, I wish I had more of a I don't give a fuck attitude because sometimes it still bothers me about people. And I'm at an age right now where I should be very comfortable in myself. So I wish that I didn't give a fuck about nothing, but I still give fucks about stuff sometimes. And I hate that. Excuse my language.
No, no, no. Hey, sometimes you got to go there. So here's what I tell all my female friends: you haven't hit 40 yet, baby. 40. I told one of my friends in Memphis, and I swear on God, she called me up and she said, "You know what?" She said, "You was right. When you hit that 40, you hit that fuck it stage. You know, cause then cause you're still really really young. But when you get to a certain plateau, you say, you know what? I'm grown. Like too grown to give a F about it. You know what I'm saying? You
So,
know,
brother, you telling me that I'm strange because I had that attitude from all along.
you know. Well, Edla said the same thing. She said she had that I don't give a fuck at 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. All the conversations she was having. Yeah, Angela, I'm sure you had them conversations you were having. That's a I
Candace, you
don't
see
give
what
a fuck
Brittany is saying, right?
conversation.
Yes, I see, Brittany. I'm with you, sister. We gonna get it.
When I've had mostly female friends in my life, and it's weird, but it's when they hit that certain stage where, and I just say you get to the point where like, you know what, I'm grown. Like I was hell, that ain't even worth my time no more. You know. Anyway, anybody else? What is something you don't? What's that thing you don't like about yourself? What's that one thing?
Oh, oh,
I think for
man.
me, I don't like the fact that people uh, say a lot about me that I'm stuck up because I don't, or I'm not too nice, or mean or something like that because I don't know. I just can't take a lot of foolishness. So, I even have family members that say, Sherry, why you do that? Because like I say, okay, let me ask this question. Let me give you an example. If you come into my car to talk to my cousin and she's sitting in the passenger seat, go to her side. Why are you on my side spitting and talking through my window? So I roll the window up on them and go over there. Is that mean or what?
So you one thing you don't, are you saying you don't like about yourself is that you think you're too mean?
Right. Like I try to, my daughter, as you hear her say, she like the old Sherry,
DJ.
the don't give a fuck Sherry. And she always tell me, I called myself working on myself and trying to be nicer. You know what I'm saying, to people. But what I notice is that people try to take advantage. And I have
Okay.
to step into the old Sherry. So I'm asking you, brother, you knew me all my life. So I always had a mean hysteria about me. Like, I don't deal with
Yeah,
people.
but no, if you asking me, do I think you're mean?
Yeah,
Of course I do. But my thing is, I think that's more of a New York. My opinion is that's a New York thing. That's why I am not attracted to New York women. I love my sisters and nieces and whatnot. I wouldn't have either one of you.
why? Why we at me?
You know, it's an attitude that I know I can't stomach. But so that's what I say. So if you ask me, if I think you too mean? Yeah, I think Cherish is too mean. I think Mama I could go all the way down the list. That New York attitude I can't deal with.
Well, I'm
But
trying to work
but
on
I,
that.
but no, that's not the question. I want to make sure you're saying that the one thing you don't like is that you think you're too mean.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Hmm.
Okay, so even you think you too mean.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, so I want to make sure be clear. What about you, Tasha and Kenny?
I would say it's one or two things. I wish I wasn't so much of a perfectionist. Like sometimes I obsess over the details, and also I'm very controlling. So I'm trying to work on that, but it does not work because oof.
I got
So
you. I got you. Okay. What about you, Kenny?
Mm,
What's that
I
one
think
thing?
the one thing I probably would say when it specifically come probably to uh relationships with women, I wish I wasn't so guarded because a lot of times I come across as aloof, like I don't care because
Right.
that's just my own
Right.
safe. That's my safety net because
Right.
I feel like if I give you all of how I'm feeling and all that, then I don't think that it's gonna be reciprocated. So sometimes I wish I could be a little bit more like open with
Right.
from the and don't seem like because a lot of women say that I act like I don't care, and it's not that. It's just that I'm guarded about my
Nonchalant.
feelings.
You,
I
you
and I saw you say that on a relationship question in the TFG channel as well, and I agree with you 1,000%. I could definitely appreciate that, So, and I understand. DJ
So
says the things that you guys don't like about yourselves, does it affect your relationships with people? We
mhm.
all have imperfections. So
I
that's
know it.
so
I know it has with me with a couple of
okay.
for,
relationships.
for me, it doesn't affect my relationships or anything. If like it's just at times because I have to have a tough exterior, especially at work.
We laughing at DJ, but we
I
hear you.
know I have to have a tough exterior at
DJ.
work, but what people don't know is that I do have a softer side, and that things do affect me, but I don't show it. And so, like,
I can attest to that because I didn't. What I knew of you from work, you were guarded,
yeah,
and so my assumption before getting to know you from this forum was I thought you was way too serious. You know what I'm saying? No, no, and I don't mean in a bad way because she's a consummate professional. She was good. So where you sat, I always used to think, I said, well, man, that girl is serious right there. She know her shit. You know what I'm saying? But you wasn't approachable enough. I didn't feel like I just didn't see this personality.
and at work, people will label me as the black bitch, and
Oh,
so I don't like that.
right,
Okay.
They
right.
don't see the softer side of me, and
Right.
I'll even say with YouTube, sometimes even with YouTube, I come off guarded, and it might not translate with the people that I'm
Right.
trying to
Right.
attract to my channel. So
Right.
that's why.
Right,
Right.
right.
So I get that, sweetheart. And to DJ's point, yeah, we all got perfections. We see ourselves in these ways, and unfortunately, it does affect
Mhm.
relationships at times. Now obviously, Candace, you married, so it
Mm.
didn't affect you finding somebody. But I guess it's still something you want to work on or whatever. Like you, Kenny. My thing is, I tend to overanalyze things.
Me too. Me
That's
too.
I can't help it. I can't help it. When something happens, and especially when I'm dealing with relationships, Tasha knows this about me. Immediately, I create the worst case scenario, and I follow that thread all the way out. You know, and for me, I'm already thinking about the end while I'm even in it. Because if this happens, then this is going to happen. And so she meant this, but if she meant that, this is going to happen. And I wonder sometimes if I sabotage some good relationships because I already saw the end. I already
Yeah.
kind of projected myself to the end. And I wondered now, I'll sit back here now and I think, all this years later, like, man, did I inadvertently create situations to manipulate it to get to that point because I was expecting it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, and I
Yeah.
still tend to overanalyze things a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Brittany agrees. She said I felt the same way when I was a VP. She's talking about I got to
We
know
talk
her
about
through
Candace.
Candace,
Yeah.
right? In this show. So, Brittany, we right on point. I've now hung out with Candace, and Candace fun as hell. Candace fun as hell. But the Candace I initially met, I wouldn't have saw that. I would not have saw that. Okay. One good turn deserves another. So, what is the one thing you really like about yourself? What's that one thing you actually like about yourself?
Mm. Huh.
I'll go first for me. This is an easy one for me. I like that I am brutally honest. with with enough tact to pull it off. I have a vulgar mouth, but I'm not vulgar towards people. So I might curse a lot and say some things, but I've been able to navigate that tricky water so where even when I'm talking to people, they know it's not coming from a mean-spirited place. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell people a little well-known secret, maybe not well-known secret about me. When I'm truly mad, I don't say anything. If I'm cursing and fussing, it really is not that serious. I'm just more venting, actually. Now, if I'm mad, if something is really serious, it's up here. And for me, at that point, it's all happening up here because now I am going to do something that what I'm thinking about in that moment is what I'm going to do ain't no coming back from. But if I'm
Mhm.
fussing and stuff, you know, this is just me venting and I don't hold grudges or anything like that. So I can curse with somebody with the best of them and disagree. Me and McMac, we go head up on certain topics. And within 5 minutes, like, all right, okay, all right, shit, what's next? Because it's not that serious. And I mean, we be going head up on disagreeing on some shit, you know. So I love that I'm brutally honest enough with tact for it not to be hurtful. That I love that about myself. You
I,
know.
I would say about me, I'm a good listener, and I don't listen to respond. I listen to understand. And any woman that I've dealt
Mm,
with, if you talk to them, they will tell you, yeah, he's a really good listener. He
wow.
remembers everything. He remembers the conversations we had. So that's the one thing that I like
I,
about myself. I do listen to understand rather than listen to respond.
I like that. I like that. I like that, my brother. Ladies, what you say? What's that thing Sherry, you talked about what you didn't like about yourself? What's that one thing you like about yourself?
I like
And
that. That
and,
I
and, and before you start speaking, I love that you're not in jail tonight.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
look at Sherry. Sherry got the light. She got the light and everything. I
I'm
see you, Sherry. I see you.
yeah, because the lights be on, but I don't have the. But no, what I like is that I always been outspoken, you know, and it carried me a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much you ain't gotta try to figure out what's going on or what I'm saying. You're gonna know because I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
That's it.
I like that. I like that, sis. Candace, what about you, sweetheart?
The same as you and Sherry. I am very brutally honest, and sometimes I say the craziest things, and I do like it because it's free. It's free.
I
So that's what
understand.
I like.
I understand. I understand it, but you know what? To your point, Candace, because when you're brutally honest like that, you don't have to hold lies inside and eat you up on the inside because you can apologize. You know what I'm saying? If you so, I get that. I like that. I get that.
Mm.
Tasha, you coming, bringing up the rear. But Angela says, Kenny, how would you get a man to listen? So I'm gonna let Tasha go first. Then Kenny, I want you to answer that. She raises a very good
Okay.
question. So Angela, we come into your question next. What about you, Tasha? What's that thing you like about yourself?
I would say that I like that I am nonchalant and I have reached a level of I don't care. Like I just don't give a fuck. I am comfortable at that. Like there are things that I do want to work on, but other than that, like as far as me, I am comfortable enough to where it's like, look, you gonna get what you gonna get, and this is where we're gonna be. So you can either accept it or not, but
Right.
I'm not gonna force anyone to be around me. I'm not gonna force anybody to want to be with me. But I do like where I have reached that level.
I love it. I love it. Now, the reason why I'm loving it for you is that you call she's approaching her Jesus year, she calls it.
Thirty-three.
Yeah,
33.
yeah, there you
That's
go.
what I
Yeah,
call
Yeah.
mine.
that man know it, he know his Bible. She's coming up on her Jesus year, you know.
Already, I see you, Tasha. All
Yeah.
You know,
right.
and people don't know at 33 years of age, Jesus Christ, that's when he became the Messiah. You know, Tasha has done a lot though in her 33 years.
I have.
So don't let it fool you. If you haven't been watching the show, she's done a lot, and I'm not talking about the funny, crazy stuff, but being on
Mhm.
her own and all that kind of stuff. So she's experienced a lot. So it stands to reason that she's hitting hers early. But that bring
Comedy. It's Comedy watching Comedy.
Competition ain't on here today. So
Hey, Tasha about to be 33. Where you at? Come on now.
Co-
I know.
You was all up in here the last 2 weeks ago.
I'm
Trying
trying
to
to tell
holler.
you.
Where you
I'm
at?
trying
You
to-
better get on it.
We have to turn up for the 33. We need to do a special show or something. For
You
Tyler's
You know
birthday.
what? Good idea,
better-
Candace. Good
You
idea.
better
Candace.
save up your coins. Get ready to go to Memphis.
I done told
See
him
what's
he need
up.
to go to Memphis. I done told him, Palmer, if you watching or gonna be watching, you need to go to Memphis, bro.
Yes, sir.
Before she get
Mhm.
baptized with fire, you need to baptize a little bit of something else. What you gonna tell you? Kenny,
Oh,
Angela asking you, how would
How-
you get a man to listen, to understand, and not just wait for an opening to respond?
man, that's you know what? Every man is we all wired differently. I would say this though. I would say, Angela, it depends on your presentation. Now, if you're coming at him in his face, most men aren't going to be receptive to that. Whatever you're upset with, he's gonna shut down. He's gonna be on the defense. You got to figure out a way to make him feel like that he's not going to be on the defense when you're trying to communicate with him. That would be what I would tell you.
I got you. Now, Angela, I'm gonna say this. I would answer this as well, but this is one of those questions I'm going to put in my pocket for when we do the male's point of view. We haven't done one.
I was just thinking that
We
too.
haven't done
I
one
was
in a
thinking
long
that too.
time. Angela is such a great question.
It is.
I want that question to be answered by my whole series of men. So we actually every 2 weeks used to do a show called the All Male Point of View. We suspended it now because we're in the dog days of summer. I promise you, this question is going into the bucket because I want you to get an answer from all men because I think that's an important question.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to spoil it and by giving my answer to it
Well,
now.
you can spoil it. I gave mine.
I'm not. You know me. You know me. I'm gonna leave that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one. But that I promise you, that one's going to go into our men. I love that question.
I hope
Absolutely
I hope that helped you, Angela. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but I hope that helped. Maybe that can be a start for you and your guy.
Angela. Yeah, like I hope it gave you something. We got more for you coming on that one. We got more for you coming. Trust and believe. All right, I'm gonna change gears a little bit, lighten the mood a little bit, folks. She said it
does not. Well,
it does not.
like I said, every man's wired differently. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I can tell you your approach. That's the only thing I can tell you. Look at your approach.
Okay,
Anyway.
so I'm gonna share a little bit here, and it still might answer your question a little bit. To me, Angela, if you're asking how do you get a man to listen, to understand, and not just wait for an opening to respond, there's a couple of things to me that has to happen, for that to happen. A comedian, Chris Rock, he made a comment in one of his routine. He said, when you're in a conversation with a woman, you're on opposite ends because that man is in it for understanding and the woman is in it for distance. And it was a joke he was telling, but there's a lot of truth in that. And I'm saying it that way to say this. If you want me to listen to you, to understand what you're saying and not wait for an opening to respond, it has to be reciprocated. You have to be willing to do the same thing. And too often that doesn't happen. So the reality is I've been in many arguments, discussions with women where y'all want to make 6 different points and we trying to keep up with what you're saying. And the moment I start answering those points, you already want to add another 3 or 4 points to it. And so my thing is, if you have to play fair, you have to be on the same playing field. You know, now she's saying not true in this situation. I get it if your situation, but I'm
Right.
answering in a very general way
Right.
that
Right.
I'm answering this in a very general way. Now,
Right.
maybe you are that woman that really lets the man truly understand, because for me, I am trying to listen. In fact, I've been in sales my whole life. There's an old sales technique that I use to make sure that I'm answering your question. I repeat back to you what you're asking me.
Right.
So when I'm talking to a woman and she's asking me something complex, I said, if you notice, I just did it with my sister Sherry. I
Yep.
literally said, so what you're saying is,
Yep.
because I want to be sure
Sure.
that
Right.
I'm articulating what you're
Right.
asking me. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that in many cases, when I start answering you, now the very first thing is, soon as I say something you don't like or you don't agree with, now
Right.
you're jumping in with a bunch of different points. And now I got to answer those. So it becomes a race to where I'm never going to get to fully answer you.
Right.
So I hope that answers helps a little bit. I was trying to go into a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And again, like you said, Black, that's a great question by Angela. You're gonna get different answers
Right. Exactly. That's my answer.
because every man is not wired the
That's
same.
why I wanted to do it.
But
Angela, that's why I wanted to, because that's
right.
my answer. But I promise you, if all my brothers was here, if you haven't tuned into a male point of view show, you missed some shit, because we are completely all different, and every guy's gonna have his own different way of looking
But
at that.
and then I'm gonna leave this alone. The one thing I would tell you, Angela, you can't make that man feel like he has to be on the defense.
Yeah, Ken Kennard.
If you go in asking him these questions, you make him feel like he's being interrogated. He's not. You're not gonna get anywhere.
Ken Kennard, try to answer for a second while I do the hookah.
Go ahead.
He may have answered. I'll be right back.
All right,
DJ.
So if you notice,
log off. DJ, log off Facebook, please. DJ
coming back. Let me say a couple of things. DJ, when I do my male's point of view show, my brother, you better be there. Brother, you better be there. I need you. You know, and again, we're kind of veering, because I'm trying to give Angela, I like what she said. She said she wanted a few different opinions. So, Brother Kennard, you've come on just because we're going to get back to our game here in a second. But the young lady asked a question, and so Kenny's given her answer. I've given mine. I'm going to ask you. So how would you answer this? How would you get a man to listen, to understand, and not just wait for an opening to respond? What's your answer?
Well, a lot of it is the approach, is the way you ask the question.
Yep.
Because if you ask the question in a way to where you're insinuating the answer that you want to hear, then you're probably not going to get a genuine answer.
Speak, fam. You speaking.
A guy wants to feel like that if he does answer the question, that it's going to be he's going to be listened to, he's going to be genuinely acknowledged, and he's not going to be judged by the answer. And you have and also feel like he's going to be that the answer is going to be accepted, and not like, okay, when I give you this answer, then it's going to be, well, nah, it ain't got to be, all that kind of stuff. It needs to be a situation where a guy has a genuine opportunity to answer as authentically as possible. Because first of all, we don't feel comfortable with telling you the truth to begin with. To be fair, because we feel like internally or physiologically or just for whatever reason, because of experience, when we have told the truth, we don't feel like you want the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're going to ask a man a question, first of all, genuinely allow him to express himself without judgment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I want you to stop right there, because again, I promise you we could attack this. So I'm going to end this portion of that answer to you, Angela, with what my man DJ says. I pulled up the wrong comment. So what DJ is saying is, hopefully, if you don't take nothing away from that answer, stay tuned in, sweetheart. Tune in to the show, please, on a regular basis. We gon' put that question in the hopper for real, and we'll when we do the all male point of view, we go into as much depth as y'all want us to, because it's all men talking, and you guys can ask as many questions. There are no taboo subjects. Nothing is off limits. It's going to be as authentic and as real as you can imagine. We don't hold back. And so if you have questions while we're answering that questions, I try these ladies and gentlemen can tell you, I do my very best to make sure that when we leave there, you got answers. You might not like the answer, but you're going to get some answers. You're going to get some answers. So just so you know. So I love the conversation in there that you ladies are having back and forth about this. You know, as you guys see, that tells me the question is so good.
Yeah.
It is so good that we are going to make sure that we come back to that. So, Mary, I've been listening to your comments as well.
Angela told me to hush. She mad at me.
Your delivery.
Angela mad at me.
No, as he was talking, you were saying, "Preach, fam." You know what I'm saying? There you go. You know.
Oh, so, I'm back, Angela. We good.
There you go. You know,
we good, love. Okay.
There you go. So we I promise you, we coming back to that. We're gonna round back to that question that's going in. Let me lighten the mood a little bit. What is the grossest place you've ever hooked up? What's the nastiest place you ever hooked up?
Woo! A old beat up Volkswagen that didn't run no more. and I'm not lying. An old beat up Volkswagen that didn't even run no more.
Okay.
That shit was hilarious, but it was good. It was good, though.
What's crazy is I've never been a car sex guy.
I wasn't either till the Volkswagen just presented itself.
So
I hear you, and I've done it, and I really don't. But I'm not even talking about even when I was slim and trim. I damn sure can't be in a car now. My fat ass can barely fit behind the wheel by my damn self. I ain't be twisting and turning and doing nothing in no car now. You know, but even when I was slim and trim, I never was a car guy. Oh, Mary said at the stairwell at school. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, I see you, Mary. Hey, I like your profile picture too, Mary.
Mary.
All right, Mary. Watch yourself.
Brother Kenny said, "Hey, was this college? Was this high school?"
I see you, Mary.
That's what's said. Oh, Lord.
Angela said
Lord.
A trap house.
Oh,
see, now, I know.
Y'all something serious.
I know who I'm dealing with now.
Y'all something serious.
Angela said a trap house. Okay.
Y'all something serious.
Angela, you all right with me, Angela?
They dead all right with me. Oh, Mary answered. She said high school. I was out there early. Tasha, you have somebody that's simpatico.
There we go, Mary.
That was 15 years ago. She's saying, what about you, the rest of you guys? What's the nastiest place you hooked up?
So for me, and I'm gonna say this, I experienced everything in my adult life, so not my high school years. Before my marriage, and excuse me, cousin Kenny, but there's a place in Dallas that it's not a swingers place, but it's a movie theater with a porno store. And when you go to the movie theater part, they have rooms that you can have sex in where people can watch you.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, that last part. Look at Kenny's face. Look at Kenny's face.
Yes, Kenny is my cousin, for those that don't know. But that was to me the nastiest place, because this is 15 years ago in Dallas. I was having a good time, and yes, it was in a place where people could watch.
Sound like it was a real good time, not just for you, for all that was watching.
God.
Kenny like TMI, way too much information he want to know about you. Okay.
My little cousin. Oh my God. Okay.
So I got two answers coming. One, I won't be shocked. I might be shocked about, and the other, I don't know what to expect. So let me start with the one I might be shocked with.
Yeah, Sherry.
Sis,
Yeah, I want to hear this too.
what is the nastiest place you hooked up in?
A prayer call.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay. That was safe.
I wouldn't even say it wasn't a nasty call because it was mine.
Okay. So for you, that was the nastiest place?
Yeah, because I don't really like it.
That's her level of nasty. Candace, you
And
want to know where that
DJ,
place is again?
if I remember, it's off of 35, right around. It's right before downtown Dallas. It's off of 35, that area. Past Beam with the old Beamers. Club.
Beamers. Oh, I know exactly where you
It's
talking
Wow, y'all giving for real.
I know exactly where you talking about,
You know?
little cuz. Good Lord have mercy.
All right. Hell, I'm coming to Dallas, so I might be looking at places.
No, Harlem, you stay. You stay. No, but you gotta. Anyway, I'm stopping. Let me be quiet.
Sherry, DJ say it was your call. So I'm gonna ask it in my way. How nasty did you get?
Oh, I wasn't sucking no dick, that's for sure. But if somebody would have came, they probably would have seen my ass through the window. Like, pretty much.
Oh my goodness, man!
For the minds that wanted to know, you answered that sufficiently. All right.
Oh wow!
Here comes the big dog. Tasha, don't go nowhere.
No telling what Tasha gonna say.
That's why I
Good
said
Lord.
this one I don't know what to expect. Don't go nowhere.
It wasn't bad. You know, it wasn't bad. It was an abandoned house though. It was
okay.
It was It was an abandoned house. It was a crime scene, as a matter of fact. But it wasn't like anybody had died there. It was just.
And I know how you got. If people don't know. So you're gonna have to explain, because anybody listening gonna be like, how the hell did you end up in an abandoned house and it was a crime scene? So you got to put some context to this.
This guy, you know, just absolutely like crazy about him. This is the person that I should have married. You know, like he's one that I know should have married, but he's a police officer. I dealt with him for like a long time, and we would just, you know, link up whenever. And this is one of those nights where it was like after I got out from the club, I called him and he was like, hey, just come meet me here because I'm here right now and I got to sit here for the rest of the night until, you know, like the next person comes in. So it was all right. We found a pretty safe place to do it. So it was, you know, we enjoyed it.
Mary, you're right.
You can't like lay all the way down in the bando. So,
but I did that, and again, I understood it once you kind of talked about the crime scene part. Then I kind of knew. But Mary, you're right. Busting in the bando, and her and this person. Look, this my best friend, and there's many a day when I've called her out of the blue, and I can tell in her voice when she done some shit that ain't right. You know, well,
now that person, it was like jackrabbits wherever and whenever behind the high school. One place we did it was behind the high school. It was in the middle of January. It was like 30 degrees outside, and you know, it just wherever. You know, sometimes some people just do it for you. So
that is the nature of their relationship.
Middle of January. Good Lord. Okay.
Make Max.
It was invigorating. Let's just say that it was invigorating. Now to that though, I have a question. Once you answer, Black, what's the most disrespectful place that you've ever had sex at?
Well, mine is going to be the nastiest and the most disrespectful at the same time. A
Oh Lord.
cemetery. It's a cemetery.
Cemetery.
In a
Yeah.
mausoleum or just on somebody's grave?
It was on a mausoleum. I don't like to
Oh,
get dirty. On a
Good.
big cold slab. You know,
Right.
you climb over the gate. This was in my time when I was on a mission to have sex in weird different places, and I only have one place left on my bucket list. You know, but the cemetery was probably the grossest place. She was terrified, but it heightened my excitement of it, you know, and so I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And the last place on my list is I don't only want to do it here, I want to get caught doing it here. I want to screw inside of a church. It can't be a little black church. It's got to be a big Catholic church, one of the
You know,
real nice
you,
ones.
you know what, Black man? I'm just gonna say, brother. I don't. I give up with you. I just give up with you, bro. I don't. You know what? I don't know what. I just want to be your wingman. Can I be your wingman? I just want.
Kenny, I have a vision in my head. And I'm gonna be mad if somebody beat me to the punch. I'm gonna be mad if somebody beats me to the punch. Angela, I know that if I get caught in like St. Patty's Cathedral and I have them legs hopping in the air and I'm handling my business, it's gonna go viral. I picture being on CNN having this conversation. And I'm gonna be mad if somebody beat me to the punch. That's the one
Ooh.
place.
Oh
That's the
my
one
goodness,
place.
bro. You are off the chain.
I'm just saying that's on my bucket list, and I came close. I had a chick that was gonna do it with me in a church, but she was saying that if somebody coming, she wanted to run out, and you messing up my dream, baby. We can't be running out of there. We got to get caught. We got to get caught. That's the whole part of it, you know.
Wow, you what? Yo,
So, and Brittany said you gonna wing it right along with me to the underworld.
I'm just watching. I'm just taking the pictures. Yeah, I'm just getting all this. I'm just getting all of this evidence. I'm getting all the video.
Just so you know, Brittany, I've been saying this for years. If I'm gonna go to hell, I want to be a general down there. I ain't going down there no regular soldier. So when that elevator take me down, at least Satan gonna hand me a pitchfork in a position so that I can come up to the surface and jab people in their shoulders and drag them down there with me. So you know, I'm trying to tell you,
Wow, this is crazy.
I got to tell you, if you're gonna go down there, I want to be a general. I'm gonna tell you. Mary say police officers are the worst. Sad little man complex. Oh my God. Okay.
He wasn't no little man, that's for damn sure.
Wow. Now that's too much information.
Yeah,
That's too much information.
yeah.
And he's a former Marine, so yes, Semper Fi, damn right.
I met him and I like him immensely. I like the guy immensely. I really and truly do.
Obviously, Tasha did too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think he made a horrible mistake. He should have chose my girl, you know.
Oh man. Oh,
All
wow.
right. Let's change channels a little bit. This was fun right here. Which celebrity would you sleep with if you met them at a bar? And it's a no-brainer. You don't even. This is now the one you're gonna ask this one. Me and Tasha be watching certain things sometimes, and she has this thing. It can be ball players, and she'll go, "Oh, he can get it." She say, "Oh, he can get it." So, which celebrity, if you met in a bar, in those words where he or she they can get it, and it's a no-brainer. Me and Kitty might have the same person in mind, but I'm gonna let you ladies go first. Answer already popped in with, oh my God, Matthew McConaughey and Mark Wahlberg.
She like the vanilla ice cream.
I
Okay.
see, Angela. I see.
you,
I ain't
Angela.
mad at you, baby.
Okay.
I ain't mad at you, baby.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute now. Why y'all thinking? No, that's not the one I meant to cover. Angela said Channing Tatum.
Oh, so she rocking both teams. Okay.
Man, these answers is coming quick, and I'm trying to get to this one.
No,
This
okay,
is
my
the one
bad.
I'm trying to get to. Mary says Rihanna. I likes.
Man, I got a list. That's why I'm writing. That's why I got to figure out.
likes.
I'm right. I got a list, man. I'm trying to.
DJ, she is sexy. He
Oh,
said
wait.
Regina Hall can sit on my face and call me a bitch. Brother, man, I ain't mad at you. She is sexy. She is so sexy. Regina Hall is sexy. Mary throwing in brother Idris into the picture. And Brittany, Charlie, who the hell is Charlie Hunnam?
I have never heard of him.
Okay, you're gonna make me Google who Charlie Hunnam is.
I have never heard of him.
And Brittany, yeah, Mary trying to get cut that billion. Rihanna is a bona fide billionaire. Why y'all thinking? I ain't gotta keep you in suspense.
I'm gonna let the
Rihanna,
ladies go first because I'm waiting. I got a list and I got to figure out how I'm gonna narrow this down to one.
So I'm gonna sandwich. You're gonna be my last one, then, Kenny. Mine really is Rihanna, and it's not the money. She's clearly attractive, but she just is freaky and nasty. I know she's nasty. I know she good and nasty. It ain't no doubt in my mind. Rihanna has no holes barred, I believe, in that bedroom. You can tie her up, put a belt around her neck. You can bring out the hot honey, the popcorn, everything else. And I'm talking about plug up every last hole she got. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rihanna would do it for me. Ladies, who y'all got?
Well, I'll go. I have Lance Gross and Kofi Cerebral. And Kofi is from Queen Sugar. He's one of the main people. But yes, Lance Gross and Kofi Cerebral.
So being that you didn't pick just one, are we talking about a threesome?
No, it will be both at different times.
All right. So she got two brothers. I know who one is. I know who Lance Gross is. I don't know who the other guy is.
Kofi Cerebral, do you watch Queen Sugar?
Has he been in anything else?
He was in, what's that movie with Tiffany Haddish and Regina Hall and all of them?
No, he's sexy.
Girls Trip?
Girls Trip. He was in that, and I think Regina Hall.
Was he the guy that
the tall, dark-skinned guy?
Brought back?
He was a tall, dark-skinned guy. I think she wanted to do. Did she want to do the grapefruit on him?
Right. So Will Smith's wife was dating him in the movie.
I believe. I don't know. I can't. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. They're talking about the grapefruit scene. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I get it. Sherry, who you got?
I got Idris. They said that already, but all I would want him to do is let me eat a sandwich, bend over backwards, and just talking your language for me. Type shit for something. You know what I'm saying? What? Yeah.
All right. Idris. So you got another Idris fan in there. Brittany's throwing in Michael Ealy. I know who that is.
I almost said him too.
Them damn green eyes. Hell.
I kept thinking.
He has blue eyes.
Oh, is it blue? Okay, shit. Okay.
Tasha, who you got? Kenny gonna be last.
Oh Lord, because this is a hard one here. This is really hard. But if I had to pick, I can't pick just one. I can't pick just one. So I would say, has anybody seen the show Good Girls? The character who plays Rio, Manny Montano?
Good.
If you don't, you got to Google him, look him up. Hands down would do him. He would have to be that character though. Also, I'm gonna mess y'all up, but I think Jadeveon Clowney is so fine. He could do me, throw me around, do whatever he wants to me, whatever. I do not care. But also Mark Wahlberg, because I think that he would be nasty. I would do all three of them at one time. Damn right. No problem. No questions asked. Hands down. I think that would be just the ultimate way to go. I want it to be like the United Nations in there. Yeah.
You definitely dropped some
She dropped some names, boy.
some odd ones in there too. Cause I don't think Jadeveon Clowney, that's not a name you're gonna hear often.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
unless you watch football, people ain't gonna know who
Yeah.
Jadavion
Right,
Clowney
but
is.
even then, he would be so far down on the list. I would think who women would pick before you got to
No,
him.
but
So
see,
that's interesting.
but that's the whole thing because I don't want everybody to pick him, okay? Because I want somebody that everybody ain't just really just looking for. That's what it is.
Can I do an honorable mention?
Okay.
Denzel Washington. I still would. He's a zaddy.
Okay.
Look, cuz say he a zaddy, huh?
Okay. Go ahead, Denzel.
And he a Capricorn, so yeah, you ain't gonna go wrong with a Capricorn.
Bingo. Bingo. And I didn't know he was a Capricorn.
Yeah, December
right,
though.
man.
He December, end of
Okay.
December.
Ah, gotcha.
Kenny,
All right, Kenny.
Huh?
You a Capricorn?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. January 19th.
That's why he and I was
That's
simpatico.
why they get along so well.
I tell you. Kenny, as you take your drink, my brother, you said you had a list and you had to break them all down.
I got a list for like 7 days of the week.
Wow, okay.
But I got to know, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This one, she kind of really, after she came out of last 2 weeks ago, she said she want her king she want her king to be black. She went straight up my list, and that's doggone Carrie Hilson. She can get it. Big time.
Okay.
And I always dug her, but when she said that I want my guy to be black, I'm like, okay, I got you. But then Rihanna, I'm gonna be honest with you, though. Rihanna might trump her, because boy, that damn Rihanna, I know she gets a freak. I'm like, oh goodness.
I just know it. I just know it. I just know it.
And then Trina, I got it. My girl, Trina.
Trina don't do nothing for me, and Carrie Hilson don't do nothing for me.
But then
body wise.
But then my season, babe, that I love to death, my season, because we in the same. Lisa Ray.
Oh my God, I forgot about Lisa Ray.
There you go. So those my three right there. And honorable mention is Drew Sidora.
Man, you pulling out some good ones.
And Tiki Sumpter. Those my honorable mentions. Drew Sidora and Tiki Sumpter.
You damn sure do got a list.
Oh, it's some more on there. I'll write them down when we get off air. I got some more.
Now, if you had to narrow down to just one, who is that one? You only got one.
One right now, and where I'm in my life, it'd be Rihanna, because she a billionaire, goddamn it, and we gonna get it in.
So we
I ain't got a problem with being her. I ain't got a problem with being behind her. I'm good. Yeah, baby, I got you. I'm gonna support you. You do your thing. We good. My male ego ain't gonna be crushed. I'm cool.
I am with you. So there's that Capricorn thing again. Jordan Calloway. I don't know who that is. Cherish. That's my niece. Who the hell is Jordan Calloway? Cherish, what's he in? Carrie is pretty, body wise. Brittany, she's just a little too thin for me.
No, she right for me. We'll work on that. We can get that in. Oh yeah, we get that. Yeah, I'll put something on her. She'd be good on that.
Brother, I hear you. Brittany say Rihanna gonna sacrifice us to the Illuminati.
Sacrifice me.
Exactly. Where I sign up. I got a chance. I got one last question I believe I could get in, maybe two, but one last question I could get in. I've been going down a list and changing categories. So this is one that's considered in the R-rated category. So I had to really think like which one of these do I want to ask? I'm gonna squeeze in two. What do you like to be called in bed?
Bitch, slut, hoe, dirty bitch, skanky bitch, fucking slut, anything. It does not matter. Anything but my name.
For me, I like my name. My husband rarely says my name. Like usually it's like, hey, it's always referring to the kids. So I want him to say my name during sex. So I want to be called my name.
Woo! I'm looking at Tasha, you and Mary something else.
Yeah.
Tasha
I
with
want to
it.
call
Good
anything
Lord.
but my name. It
I
don't
don't
matter
want
what you
no,
call it.
I don't want no motherfucker to be talking. Just shut up. Handle your business and you don't gotta be talking and doing all that.
Hey,
Ooh-wee.
I,
Good
I,
Lord.
these answers are interested and they ranging. Kenny, what about you, my brother? We the resident guys on here. What do you like to be called in bed?
You know what? Hell. And I know it ain't, I won't hear that. I'll be Poppy. Shit. Call me Poppy.
Oh.
You want a mama Cedar?
I'm looking at his face and I'm just trying to process it, you know.
Wait. Kenny got his, he was getting his Mac on. Look, you ain't see him?
You can see him. You can see him going there with it, like like
Yeah.
okay, you know. Tasha, Brittany said you must do white boys.
They do it too, but that's not who recently has been doing that. So
Yeah.
I haven't been with a white man in a long time, but that ain't who's doing it now. I just call me whatever.
Oh my God. And for me, I like to be called God. Call me God.
But I like Kim Ken too. Like Kim Ken is dope too. Kim Ken is dope too. I'll take that too.
Kenny, this is hilarious.
See, because y'all cousins like this is crazy, right? You know, and I'm dead serious. When they screaming, "Oh God," I start asking, "Who is your God? Who is your God in here? God damn it!"
Oh my goodness.
I'm
I'm with you, brother.
I would be ignorant enough to say me.
If you was to answer that way, then it's really gonna be on. I'm gonna tell you, it's really gonna be on. Now, just so y'all know, what Mary answered, that she says her real. I guess I'm assuming your real comment. She said got blocked. What she really want to be called, Facebook won't even let her say.
Oh,
Oh,
and I
Oh,
want
you
to see
got
what it was.
I
That's
wonder what it is.
on
The
Yeah.
forbidden
YouTube
name.
or
Brittany is
something.
Brittany. Brittany.
Yeah,
I'm with
I'm
you.
curious.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I'm curious
forbidden
too.
name.
Yeah, I'm
cause
curious.
you got all those curious because this was her original answer, and that one blew me away.
Oh,
See,
but they
those
blocked.
for some reason those seem corny to me. Like, I guess
But they blocked her. They blocked
But
her other one, but they didn't block this one.
that's
I
what
want
I'm
to know.
assuming.
I
That
want
if
to know the
Facebook
real
let
one.
us say this, what do you, baby? What is it that you want to be called that Facebook won't even let you publish?
Right. That's crazy. And they didn't block
That's what
this, but they blocked the other one. Oh wow.
I'm trying to tell you. That's what I want to know.
Hey, what's up, Mary? What's up, Mary? I
So,
hear you. Where you at? I'm trying. Where you at, Mary?
Mary, what state you in? Your brother
Where
Kenny
you-
say,
Lee,
where
do you
you
call
at,
them?
Mary?
Lee, I have a question. Do you call them filthy no goods while you're doing them?
I surely do. I surely do. And I was just about to comment on Mary's comment. Dirty, nasty names and talk, it heightens the experience. And I
Yes, it
surely
does.
do. You nasty, no good bitch, you bring that pussy here. That's mine. God damn it. Don't you better not move an inch. Bring that pussy back here. Yes,
See,
sir. Yes, sir.
you see what he said earlier? He wouldn't have us. We wouldn't have him either. I be done got up, went home, and told, what the fuck? Shut up.
Oh, Mary says she's taking. Okay, Mary, no disrespect. I got you. Already.
Baby. Yes, sir. Yes,
No
sir.
No,
disrespect.
but to your point, Black, that is the best thing because it does heighten it.
It
Create
heightens it.
scenarios. Say that you're gonna bring someone else in here to watch and watch them fuck me. Do that. That makes it exciting. Please.
That's why y'all friends, because y'all both crazy and shit.
No, Mary, I believe he locked you up, baby, for a reason. You should say that's why I'm in my cage, though.
Okay.
Hey, yes, sir.
Lucky guy.
Or girl. Can't leave nobody out there.
You right.
You know.
Mm.
Last question, folks. Last question. Another already one. I'm gonna throw this last one in, then I'll throw maybe a last soft one. Which sexual act are you best at?
Oh, gee whiz. Good Lord. uh,
Which sexual act are you best at? Take my last little sip of beer on that one.
um, hmm. That's a tough. I mean, that's kind of tough to answer. I mean, because what we think we might be best at.
Right, but you going on what you
right?
think.
What I think?
What you think it is? Woo, Mary, baby, I'm gonna tell you like this: whoever got you, they got them one. They got them one.
All right, Mary. Mary, don't
Yes,
you weep.
sir.
Mary, don't you weep. Okay. Let me get it out the church. That's
Yes,
blasphemy.
sir. Brittany, go ahead, Brittany.
Jack of soul trades.
Gemini sister, yes, Brittany.
Oh my
All right.
I hear you, baby. I hear you.
God damn. I'm gonna let I'll
Mary,
let
he
y'all go.
know.
I'll let y'all go first.
The
Oh,
trick.
I ain't know my
Oh Lord, Mary, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
y'all stupid. I know mine. Listen. I like that. My favorite position is
No, we're not asking what your favorite position is.
What you're best
You
at?
misunderstanding the question.
okay. No, all right. Well, the same thing. Me personally. I'm best at back shots because you gotta know how to arch your back, get it up in there. Then you put the leg up across the doggy style. So he gotta get up underneath there. And if he ain't right, you ain't right, my nigga. You better know what you're doing.
Okay. So you saying you best at throwing back shots?
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Ladies, y'all got an answer?
Yes, I am best at head. I'm not gonna call myself superhead, but when I'm into it, I'm into it. I go for the everything, the balls, and even below that. So yes, and I get sloppy with it. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Whew, y'all making me miss some things.
You and me both, Black. You and me both.
I've been 99% abstinent. I had one slip up, but oh my God, y'all gonna make a man backslide out here. Tasha?
I'm gonna say this. I don't as far as it depends on who I'm with. It really does depend on who you're with because some bring it out of you better than others do. So for me, it's more my eagerness to do whatever you want to do. That's all it is. It's whatever you want to do. I'm gonna let you do it. So that's what it is. So if we just gonna if you just want to give head, if that's what you want, okay, fine. We can do that. We can do whatever you want to. But for me, it's just an eagerness. Whatever you want to do, however fun is going to be fun, however messy we can make it messy. That's it.
All right, I'll accept that answer. Lucky Man Kennard and Mary once again. She said, "We be fucking." I'm trying to tell you, Kenny, you and I left, my brother.
I'm best at angles. I'm best at putting you in certain different positions and making you. I'm good. I'm good at working. I'm good at working you with everything.
All right now. That man important. I like what you added on that with everything. You know,
I'm good. I'm good with working
and he did it with the Barry White voice too. You know,
yeah.
Ladies,
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good with all those positions and working it. We'll figure it out.
Mary wanted a little bit more. She said that sounds a little bit boring. I know, and I'm just putting words in her mouth.
Okay, okay, Mary, you on your thing. I'm just saying. I mean, we could work. No, you know what? I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna
Be
stop.
good, my brother. I'm just gonna be the last answer. I'm not even gonna squeeze another one in there. I would like to believe, sis, you stole a little bit of my thunder. I would like to believe that I'm best when I'm throwing back shots. That is my position. That's when I own you. I own you when I got you from behind because somebody said it before. When I get the chance to grip you around the waist, I'm in complete control because I'm gonna make sure you got the dip in your back. And at that point, I'm truly turned on because I can see admire my own work. Now I'm not one of these young boys out here working with a super big pipe, but I can definitely get the job done. And I can tell you that. So I can piss with the big boys, just so you know. And when I get you in that position and and as I put a little weight behind it, I got you.
It's about paying attention to it's about paying attention to
Yes, sir.
detail. My
And I
thing
can
is
and I
now
can admire that work then,
I,
because
I,
now you
I'm
can
I'm
make
paying
them
attention to
thumbs.
detail, and I'm gonna put you in certain positions that the detail I'm gonna take care of that.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
now,
sir.
as far as from behind, the best way, the only way to accept it, and the only way that they need to do it. Now they have to put a leg up. They have to hold you by your throat and then by your head at the same time, and go as hard and as deep as possible. Now that will
See
have
why I
me at
love
your
her.
house trying to
Wait a
See
fight
minute.
why I
your
love
mama.
her.
That's what I would
See
do.
why I
Wait.
love her. But
Oh,
but
you
but
like
but 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 Tasha, I'm a man of ingenuity, and that's what the belt is for. That's
No,
what the belt
I
around your
want to
neck is
choke, but I
for.
want to be choked at the same time, like
That's
with
what
your
the
hand.
belt
I
is
want to feel your
for.
hand. No, I
You
don't
want
want
to
the
feel
belt. I want to
hands.
feel the hand.
Now I don't
Yeah.
do the choking if you in missionary position, then I'm choking you. But doggy style, you put a towel around that belt, make a noose, and then you got something to hold on to where you can press down on her back and pull on at the same time. And boy, you ride that horsey into it's burnt out. That's when you do it right there. And
ain't
don't
nobody
and don't
putting
li- and you don't leave no mark. That's what the towel around that belt for. And I tell you, so you pulling her head back and pushing her down at the same time. Yes,
Now,
sir.
now Mary has gave me an idea talking about get a collar. Like I didn't think about that.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all done made us
up.
go a little crazy. And here it is.
Ain't nobody putting no motherfucking towel around my neck. Don't even let me get the towels. The fuck. Hey, and a belt around your neck, and then why would you want to be choking while you? Nah, no.
I want to almost see God whenever I'm coming. So
And
There you go. Candace,
I want
Mary
to
said she'll
almost see
send you
it.
the link.
Yes.
She will send you the link.
And Tasha, you talking about you want them to pull your head, shove it as far like you can't breathe? Oh my!
I want to do it deep and hard. Yeah, from behind. Yeah, do it hard. I like
There you
aggressive
go.
sex. I want to feel
There,
like I really want to feel like I want to fight you over it.
there. That,
I want it to be
that's why I
aggressive.
said I own. That's when I'm calling them nasty, filthy, no good bitches. In that moment, that's where that's in that. That's the moment where you talk all now. Now I got you. I got you. Don't call Jesus in here. Jesus cannot help you. I am God. In that moment, I'm God.
Boy, Black, you off
I
the
can
chain.
tell you one thing: if anybody ever put a belt or a towel on them, they gonna be calling God, Jesus, everything else. The fuck. I can guarantee you that. Uh,
All right, people. That is it. This show is a wrap. We have got through some crazy, crazy questions.
Yeah, we did.
We had some fun. This is for you guys know it's all in fun. This is all in absolute fun. Please don't nobody get offended. This is how this show is structured for us to have a lot of fun. Share some truths about ourselves. It's true what we are talking, but it's all fun. We're never meant to be hurtful or offend anybody. If you know anything about the premise of the show, we love everybody. Your opinions are welcome. Nothing gets shut off here. That's why I don't use the mute button ever. Feel free to say you are welcome. I want to thank the viewers today. Y'all have made this Sunday episode absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Brittany, for always being there. In case you guys don't know, I am a part of the TFG Media Network. Brother Lamar is building an absolute phenomenal lineup. So if you're new and you haven't tuned in before, this is just the tip of the iceberg. He has TFG Media shows. Kenny has his own show, The Sports Guy. Candace has her own show, The Candy Shop. And so please tune in, support us, like us, share. It's never too late to share these shows with other people and ask people if you can just get 5 other people say, hey, I enjoy what you guys are doing. Get 5 people, if you would, to just subscribe to the channel.
Right.
Please, we just 5
Yeah.
people. We would truly appreciate it. People want good content. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep it real and nice, and a lot of this can be found under the umbrella of the TFG Media Group. So please go to YouTube and look for our shows, our channels, and then you can find the Candy Shop as well on YouTube. She's building her network there, and man, it ain't nothing like supporting people who are trying to do something different and keep it real and honest. So I want to thank everybody. I appreciate you guys. So different viewers, Mary, fantastic. Angela, fantastic. Brittany,
Yes.
Brittany's a producer, so she shows up and comments, keeping the show lively. I love it. Carlos, at the very beginning. So even like Carlos, if you can only pop in for a minute, I appreciate you for doing that. Brother DJ, you bad, man. We got to get you on
I
live.
don't know why
We got to
he
get you
acting
on
shy.
live.
Need to get his butt on. For
You know what I'm
real.
saying? You're the real deal, my brother. We got to get you on live. You're fascinating. Your comments are right on point. So I thank you. I appreciate you as guys as always. So with that being said, everybody is still early enough to enjoy what's left of your Sunday. Hope this makes you smile and get your week off to a good start. So we're gonna see you all on the other side. She said, "What's the YouTube channel name?" My show is called Real Talk for Real Men. Real Talk for Real Men. Kenny, tell them the name of your show, my brother.
My mind is TFG Sports Media on just search TFG TV, TFG Political Media, and a lot of those channels will pop up.
Absolutely.
Just like us, subscribe, and my cousin Candace, the Candy Shop. Just type in the Candy Shop, and you see her picture. Like and subscribe to her channel as well. So that's all we want. Support. We're just trying to get, it's just black people just trying to give black people good content. That's all we're trying to do.
And the beauty of promoting this is this pie's big enough for all of us to come up and win together.
Right.
To keep supporting each other. And it takes person all of 5 minutes. Click on subscribe, and you get access to all of this content. We all on different times, different days. So we appreciate your support. And again, I don't care if you're driving, you're at the office, even if you pop in just to show your support and say hello, we appreciate that. We thank you.
Yes, sir.
We thank you guys. So appreciate you. So again, everybody enjoy the rest of their Sunday. Have a fantastic week. I will see you tomorrow
night.
Haynes show.
TFG tonight. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. And then the Candy Shop, I believe, it's gonna be tomorrow night at 8:30.
Yes, we have Mimosa Monday. We go over reality TV shows. So tomorrow night, Mimosa Monday on the Candy Shop.
Absolutely. And then on Wednesdays, Real Talk for Real Men, we have real serious topics. So check us out, subscribe, get the content, and we look forward to seeing you as you get into your week. Everybody have a great Sunday. Have a great week. God bless you. Love you all.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Love you guys.